Can I taste your juice?
Where are we?
We're in Stuttgart.
Stuttgart. Hey folks, PBusardo, fresh back from Stuttgart, Germany. Let's take care of important things first. I've been waiting to do this, and I looked it up. Black side is on the left. The black side is on the left, so let's do this. There we go. We are adding, and we have now added the German flag to the collection of countries that I have been really privileged to visit due to vaping, and Germany being the latest one. The Hall of Vape 2017. First of all, to Ira, fantastic job with the event. Really, really good. Let's work on brand infringement next time, okay, a little bit, because we did see a little bit of that there. But very, very impressed with the show, with the event, with how well it was organized, with how well everything was run, like the times that Dimitri and I talked on stage. The modders gallery was fantastic. So Dimitri and by the way, let me just say this, it was really nice because a lot of the American shows that I've been to recently have been kind of hit or miss, some not well attended at all. And I think one of the problems is that we have a show here in the States every 5 minutes now. But when they're spread out, it's like really something that people look forward to and people enjoy, and it was so cool to see so many people pour into that event. On Saturday, we literally couldn't even walk. I mean, we just kind of parked at the Anakin booth and hung out there for the most part, because it was just so crowded. Not only that, but to see all of the people in line waiting for this guy right here, the Typhoon BT. That was really cool. That was really cool. I mean, it reminded me of the days of the shows in the States when people would, the doors would open and people would like run right to Empire mods to get an Empire mod, or run right to Hannah to get a Hannah mod. And I just don't see that anymore. I don't see the excitement anymore. But to see the excitement and the enthusiasm and people waiting online for 3 hours to get this atomizer, it was cool. It was just cool to see that again. All right. So Dimitri and I were there. We did record a whole lot of video. We did a whole lot of interviews. I wish we could have interviewed everybody, but the time just didn't permit. And time is certainly not going to permit in this video because I'm sure it's going to be a long one. But there's some cool stuff in here. There's some cool product in here. There are some cool interviews in here, and I hope you enjoy it all. I'll probably break in every now and then as I edit this and do a little bit of commentary. But let's get started. Let's get started with the Typhoon BT. Like I said, just a crazy, crazy mass of people trying to get a hold of this atomizer. And, you know, I have one. It's not my style of vaping, okay? It is a direct lung atomizer. But what fascinates me about the atomizer is that it's different. It's different. It is the most different atomizer out there right now with how it's built. So we are going to visit the Typhoon booth. We're going to take a look at the atomizer. We're going to see them put a build in it, and Dimitri's going to give it a shot. Again, crazy, crazy long lines of people to get the atomizer. Like I said, I talked to one guy in line for 3 hours. From what I understand, they had 4,000 of them there. They went through the 4,000 and brought another 4,000 in. So for those of you folks who think that the high-end market or the expensive atomizers, you know, they may be too expensive for you, but they're certainly not too expensive for other folks. All right, so let's get to it. Let's get to some of this video that we shot at the Hall of Vape in Stuttgart, Germany, 2017. Are you rolling? Are you rolling? Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Are you sure the red light is on?
I'm sure.
Because I don't trust when Dimitri's behind the camera. Hey folks, PBusardo. Here we are at the Hall of Vape, and I am with Mike and Ollie. Did I get that right? Okay, good. And they've got the new Typhoon. What is the new Typhoon called?
Typhoon BT. His name is Typhoon BT.
Typhoon BT. BT, okay. This seems to be the new hotness. This is what everybody's talking about right now. Now, unfortunately, this is a direct, well, not unfortunately, a lot of people are like, well, it's because how you vape. No. Okay, so fortunately or unfortunately, this is a direct lung only right now, okay? But it is a very, very unique design, and we're gonna have these two gentlemen walk us through the design, take a look at the new atomizer, and put a build in it, so I don't have to do it.
They feel there's a lot of people that are waiting in line to get this atomizer. Why? What's going on?
I
It's
don't know.
unbelievable. Look at
I'm
this line
telling
here.
you. And by the way, this is not open to the public yet. This is only B2B right now.
That's
okay, so
crazy.
this is what everybody's talking about. This is the atomizer, so we figured let's get here early. Let's talk to these gentlemen about this atomizer. So here we go. Take us through it.
This is the atomizer. It's you have no coil inside. You work only with mesh and cotton.
Just mesh and cotton on this
Just
one, okay?
only mesh and cotton, yeah.
Right. And then there's cables here that feed the e-liquid
Yeah,
up to
right.
the mesh and the cotton.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so you're going to take us through a build, and then we're going to take a look at the inside of it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Now, if you guys remember the days back before the K-Fun, I was a huge Typhoon GT fan, right? I mean, that's really where my love affair, look, there it is right there, the Typhoon GT. See it right there? Yep. And so now we're going to this kind of next generation. This is going to be mesh and cotton only. It is direct lung. I'm not sure if they have plans of a mouth to lung, or even if this technology is going to work with a mouth to lung. But now Ali is going to take us through the atomizer, show us the features and functions, and put a build in for it. So take it away, Ali.
Okay. These are the Typhoon BT, and you see there's the top cap with the airflow inside. You can adjust it from fully closed to complete open to full open draw. You lift the cap off. To get on the inside, just
You unscrew it.
unscrew the tank shield, and there's the deck.
Okay.
So put the pin out, and then get it on the socket. You got 3 cables in. They're already shipped with, and you need some mesh.
So now this already ships with the cables
Yes.
in it. Okay.
Yeah, they're inside, and you already got a piece of mesh.
By the way, to me. We actually noticed this last night at dinner and last night at the show. The cable wicking system seems to be extremely popular here in Germany. A lot of the atomizers that we've seen, right? So this one utilizing that same wicking material.
You got some gaps here inside, which
Right.
is a height of 0.8 millimeters.
Okay.
So you take it just a small, what it's called?
Strip.
Small piece?
Strip. Yeah, strip. Yeah. Maybe it's too much. Test it. It's a little bit too much. Okay. So test it. Can see. Yeah, perfect. So I do it my way. So which is put one side in. You get a marker here.
Okay.
This is going on the outside.
Okay.
The marker. Just put it in and pull it tight.
And that's going to
So,
hold the
That
mesh
captures
in
the
place.
mesh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got no screws. We don't have
No.
to catch any leads or any
Design.
wires. Okay.
Yeah. Nothing. So then it's my art to do it. My way to do it.
Your way.
My way.
Okay.
Most of them are put the mesh in and then
Put the cotton in. Okay.
put the cotton in.
You put
I
the
do-
cotton in now.
Yeah, I put the cotton in now and pull
Wrap,
it tight.
okay.
Yeah.
And it's important to note that you really want the mesh like really tight around the cotton, okay? And what that does is it makes better contact with the cotton. That's going to prevent hot spots, right?
Yes.
Okay. See, it's not my first rodeo.
The weak point on this is the post. You need to have cotton until the post. Yeah. In the whole.
So the cotton needs to touch all the way up to the
Yes.
post and
Yeah.
around the mesh
Yes.
to avoid the hot spots.
So then you pull it down, and then just make sure that you have some cotton under it.
Right. Because you want
So-
that cotton to touch the cable coming
The
up.
cables, yes. So, and then
Oh, there we go.
you can pull it. Just leave some cotton out there.
And we're gonna cut that.
We
trim
trim it, yes. So
And you're
then
just gonna pull it and make it nice and tight.
yes,
Okay.
get some pressure on it. So
Just
put
like
it in, and then you can adjust it
Okay.
to the point you feel okay. It's
tight.
my tight.
And then you can make
Yes.
and then you make your turn.
and then
Tighten it.
yes,
Okay.
tighten it.
So it's like a little bouquet of cotton right there.
Yes.
It's a little bouquet of
So
cotton
sweet.
that I've made for you. If it was pink, it would be even nicer, but it's
We
white.
get some
Okay.
pink juice and put it
Okay,
on.
let's go.
Okay, so then Oh, my tips are broken.
It's okay.
Phil's tip is broken too, by the way.
So you're gonna even push it in more.
Yes.
Just kind of stuff it in there.
Stuff it in there. You can press it.
Oh, so you're actually not gonna trim it. You're just gonna push it all in.
Yes. So make sure you have cotton for the whole mesh. No gaps. So if you have a gap, then you get a hot spot. Yeah. So you can orientate how far you can go with the mesh. Yeah.
Okay.
So don't get in contact outside here.
Ah, okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
So
now this is the equivalent to priming the atomizer, and we're still going to fill it up. Now is that a bottom fill atomizer?
you fill it to the post.
Oh, through the post.
Just
that's
put it
pretty
in
neat.
here.
No, I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, the tip is maybe too small.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you hear that? My tip is.
The tip is too small. It's the story of his life, folks. Yeah.
I think he meant my tip is too big. By the way.
No, he said he definitely said.
No,
he definitely said his
too small,
tip
it'd go
is
in,
too
but it's
small.
not going in.
It's
So
too small. Too small.
Yeah, the tip is not ideal.
Okay. He doesn't have an ideal tip.
You need a bigger tip.
This is getting worse and worse for me.
Oh, there we go. There we go. It's starting to go in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously you need the right size tip to get the liquid in here. You're not going to be able to use a dripper bottle or anything like that. Okay.
No.
So you're gonna.
You have to fill it through the post. It doesn't matter which post you use.
Doesn't matter which. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. One is for the air.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, what's the recommended range for the wattage?
I
on an
prefer 80 watts.
80 watts. Okay.
Yeah. You get something around 0.5. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you fire it with 80 watts.
So once it's properly primed, it's going to start feeding, and we don't have to worry about doing any of this anymore, right?
No.
Okay.
No. The good thing is you just change the cushion if you do a new wick, because you can use the mesh as long as you want.
As long as you want.
Yeah. Just get a little bit darker, and that's it. Yeah. You can burn it, dry burn it. Put the cushion out. Go into lower wattage to maybe 30 watts. Then you can dry burn it.
Yep.
Yeah. And then you'll be fine. Put some new cotton in, and then go ahead.
Now, does this work with like a PG or a higher VG? And
Yeah. Then you need to get attention to the cotton pressure. Yeah. You need to get more fluffy.
more fluffy with PG, with VG.
Yeah, VG.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want a tighter cotton density
Just
with PG?
Yeah, 70 VG.
Oh, okay. That's why.
It's having a hard time coming up.
Yeah. It's a hard time to come up. Yeah.
So basically, you want a looser cotton if you're doing a high VG, and you want a tighter density if you're doing a higher PG. Okay.
Soll man mal so richtig kackenfest das Ding anschließen und er guckt so richtig gestresst.
Maybe it's
Just battery's no good. You got a weak battery.
I'm sorry.
So
man.
okay, so
Everything I do
far
is weak.
your tip is too small and your battery is too weak. Good job, Dimitri. Good job. Yeah.
So.
Vape Wars, there we go.
Yeah.
But how's it taste? That's the big question, right?
How's it taste?
How does it taste? Yes.
So now this is your liquid, and you're familiar with
I'm
the liquid.
very familiar with
Okay.
this palm. This is pineapple orange mango, one of my favorite all-day vapes.
Okay, a little self plug
Just
there.
like this.
Yeah.
Just put on my bill.
Yeah. All right, go ahead. What do you think? It's making a lot of vapor.
The draw is not as open as I thought it was going to be.
Let me try.
It's more of a restricted length.
Yeah.
Well, it's not open either. It's not open all the way.
Is it not open? It's
You gotta-
open.
Is it open all the way?
It's open.
No. No.
Okay.
It's really interesting.
Is it?
It's a very interesting draw.
Maybe it's a little bit tougher.
Let me try.
Its flavor is very good though.
Flavor's really good.
Blew another cloud on me. So sexy. Do it again. Oh my god. Very good DNA. The flavor is very, very good.
see the bubbles when you suck it.
Okay, let me see the bubbles when you suck it. Yeah, yeah.
I can definitely taste that it's something different though, versus the other using Canthal or nickel or whatever the other builds are. You can tell that it's something. It's like a different.
Yeah.
It's almost like a different taste of the liquid as well too. Like the liquid's tasting different, but it's a very good draw. I like it because it's not too open.
Okay. Yeah. So let me ask you guys this: mesh, right? Mesh comes in different densities.
Yes.
So what do you recommend for the density of the mesh?
We use the 300.
300. Okay.
Yes. You can do it with 400, 200, 500. It's up to you.
Okay.
So you get some different resistance. Depending on what kind of mesh you use.
Okay.
So if you use the 300 mesh, you get around 0.5, and if you use the 400, you maybe get some 0.4. Yeah.
Okay, so the higher you go,
yes,
the less the resistance. Okay.
Yeah.
It's warm too. Put your hand on it.
Yeah.
Put your hand on it.
Oh yeah.
There's something what we can change on it, because I go all the way out on this wake to get the most
surface area.
So this is why it blocks the draw a little bit. So if you get more room in the chamber, you get.
So if you make your mesh shorter,
the circle is smaller. Yeah. So
smaller diameter.
Oh, so there's more air going around the chamber.
Right.
Makes sense. Yeah.
It's
okay, so I gotta ask. I mean, I actually I love the build on this, right?
Yeah.
Is there any chance of using that technology for a mouth to lung style atomizer?
Yes,
there is.
Yeah. You get lower the wattage and close the airflow, and then you get a little bit like mouth to lung.
Okay.
Yeah. It's possible, but it's get very hot.
It gets very hot.
Maybe.
Well, very cool. Thank you so much. And
Pleasure.
thank you. And this is the creator of the atomizer, right?
Typhoon BT.
Typhoon BT.
Brückmann Thomas. BT. This is Thomas Brückmann.
Okay, very good to meet you. Congratulations on the new
PB.
atomizer.
And this is BT.
If people are interested in this atomizer, is it available through Smoker Store?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we produce the atomizer.
Okay.
Yeah, and sell it.
Now, where's the atomizer made?
In Schwelm, in Germany.
In Germany?
Yeah.
Okay. And finally, what's the price for it?
The price is 139 euro.
139 euro. All right. What does that mean? In
$160 roughly.
Okay. All right. Very good. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thank you for all of your input too. So there you go, and there it is right there. And I haven't even built mine yet. Dimitri, he grabbed the one that they built. So I am going. By the way, the cable. Very, very popular over there with German atomizers to get the liquid up to the cotton. I noticed this in several of the atomizers. So far, this appears to be a very, very hungry tank. Very, very hungry for power. You're looking at 80 watts or up, and you're also very, very hungry for e-liquid. It was like 3 to 5 mil just to prime the thing in that video. So I am going to do a review on this. We'll take a look at the build in the review. I'm also going to try to take this places to maybe where it wasn't originally designed to, namely mouth to lung, because they did give me, where is it? Here, this little piece right here that allows me to convert the mouthpiece to something that would be more comfortable for me. So we'll play around with it and we'll experiment with it. Maybe even try temperature control. I mean, it is stainless steel mesh. But now the mesh is interesting because you heard him mention there, as we go up in the density of mesh, we go down in the resistance that you're going to wind up with in your build. But I can see it now. There are smart people out there, because I'm sure this is not going to be the last atomizer that we see with this design now that it's out, right? But I can already see twisted mesh and Clapton mesh and all kinds of other meshes heading our way. So I'm sure smart people are going to pick up on that and start offering different kinds of meshes, and that'll be interesting to see. All right, so there's that. A couple other people that I want to thank too. Dennis, thank you so much for driving me and Dimitri around for the event, picking us up from the airport, taking us back to the airport. No, actually, that was Ira. But I do appreciate your time, Dennis. Dennis was fantastic. A lot of fun to hang around with. So thank you for that. And also to Rocky. of Rocky's Aromas. Now I know, Rocky, that there is another word in between Rocky's and Aromas, but I don't know how to pronounce that word. So you are now Rocky's Aromas. Okay. Rocky was really cool, and he invited us. He had a whole bunch of tables at a beer garden. And Dimitri, by the way, that is a beer garden and not a beer garden. Okay. And we had some authentic German food, and they were very, very hospitable to us. So to Rocky and to Dennis, thank you guys very much. Okay, back to the event, back to taking a look at some products and doing some more interviews. We got a lot of them. Let's get to them.
Hey Phil, look what we have here, finally, the PaperGiant guys. I'm sitting here with Nico. I finally get to meet Nico. I've known him online for like 4 or 5 years. Mario and Steven, all from PaperGiant. And if you don't remember who these guys are, do you remember the PBusardo compensation device? Yeah, that's the ones that did that, yeah. One of my first high-end reviews was some of the PaperGiant products, so we're excited to finally meet them in person. We want to see what they got new coming up, what they're actually releasing here at the show, and what they're going to be releasing out in the future. So, Nico, how's the show first of all going? Very good?
Yes, very good.
All right, show us what you have going on.
This is our new product, the version 4 from PaperGiant. We have now a liquid control without tool. Just turn the tank, open the top cap, and fill in the liquid, close the top cap, open the liquid control, and you can start vaping.
It's got like a little quarter turn liquid control, then you can just keep on turning it around. And what's really interesting is you can actually see the flow port right there of the liquid. So just that little turn will give you that shut off of the liquid to be able to fill it without flooding. And you also have a new size coming up here. Mario, you want to show us the big one?
Actually, we have two new sizes coming out, the 30mm and the 32.5. So the deck is similar to the mini version. It's the same system, just with a huge capacity of juice.
What's the capacity on that one?
That one is 9.9 and that one is 7.5. Okay. Because we have in the Europe, because of the TPD, we have a 10 milliliter max
capacity. Yeah, can you open up the deck so we can take a look at how the build is inside there?
Now, these are direct lung or mouth lung?
These are direct lung, the big tanks, but the version 4 actually can be both mouth to lung and open lung. But obviously the trend has been to more open draw, and I think that's what they're trying to accomplish here. Some of the early stuff and some of the stuff that we reviewed, the PaperGiant stuff, was mouth to lung stuff, and I think they're going to have something coming out in the future as well too for mouth to lung.
All right, good.
Actually, we are by the version 5 by the prototypes, and yes, it's a completely open draw atomizer. But similar to the version 5, we are looking for M5 version, who is completely M12 atomizer.
And we can't show that now. We actually got a sneak peek of it yesterday, but it's really, really sexy. So it's going to have both M version, which stands for mouth to lung, and then the open version.
I'm looking forward to that M version.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
I wish we could show it, but it's classified.
This is the deck from the actual version. Our biggest success is a huge taste from our atomizer and big quality.
Yeah, one of the things that me and Phil always preach about is the way that the airflow goes, and that's what really determines the quality of the vape and the flavor of the vape. And the chimney on this one and the way that the air comes in has always been perfect, and they've always done a great job. You now have a distributor in the United States, finally, right? So you're going to have somebody that's going to be carrying your products. We're going to bring him in here. Introduce yourself and who you're with.
Good morning, James. Our company is Jace Liquid Resources. Website, www.jaceliquids.com. Yeah, we've known these guys for 5-6 years now. Their products are unbelievable. If you like flavor, this can't be beat. Okay. We're not up on the website yet, so don't flood the website yet, but it's coming.
Give that website again?
www.jaceliquids.com.
jaceliquids.com.
And if I can interject, his brick and mortar store in Arizona is one of the nicest brick and mortar stores.
Yeah, we saw photos of it yesterday.
It was just crazy. I just never expected to see that style of vape shop, so I'm hoping that you have a lot of success with this.
I'm hoping we get an invite.
Yeah.
Hey,
that'd be cool.
We're planning a big advocacy day soon. We're trying to get David Gerlitz there. Okay. We'd love to have you guys there too. Absolutely. And it's not just going to be us. We're going to try to include all the vape shops around, because that's the most important thing right now, is we keep this vaping alive.
Okay.
We convert smokers to vapors. That's all it's about.
And you're in Arizona.
We're in Arizona.
Does
We're
the
in
air
Chandler.
conditioning work properly?
It is amazing. Although they throw a fit because it's April and they want to turn it on, and I tell them, listen, guys, we're not turning on the air yet.
Well, Phil's a bit picky when it comes to
we have somebody recording the recording.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. So before I let you go, one of the issues that we hear all the time in the United States is pricing. You know, everybody wants to get cheaper stuff. But at what point do we determine the quality? I mean, the stuff that these guys make and being able to bring it into the American market.
So, you know, the tricky thing is everybody's used to China products, and China products are honestly the throwaway products. We know that from shopping at Walmart and whatnot. These are the real deal. This is your BMW. But PaperGiant a long time ago, they walked back their prices because quality and stuff that people can afford. And so we're not going to try to gouge people by bringing it over. That's what we want to do, is we want to get the best products in people's hands. It's got to be about fun. It's not all about the money, and we're seeing too much of that anymore. So
it is definitely good quality stuff. I mean, I can guarantee you that. So it's finally nice to finally meet these guys over here.
Cool.
They're a lot of fun. Best of luck with everything.
Lots of luck with everything.
Thank you.
And I'm looking forward to the M4. I want that M4, right?
By the way, don't forget the PBusardo compensation.
Why do you got to call it that?
It's the PBusardo compensation device coming to a competition near you.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, that is the largest thing Dimitri's ever held in his hand right there. There we go. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Philip.
I am here with Umberto, my friend from Italy.
Hi guys, ciao.
Ciao. I'm very disappointed, Umberto.
Yeah, this time I forgot it.
We have no espresso machine.
Yeah, I forgot it in Italy.
I know you always have an espresso machine at your booth.
Because you know I'm here with the standard distributor, and he is less sensitive than me on espresso.
It's unacceptable. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay. Anyway, Umberto has a new bottom feeder. We want to talk about the bottom feeder, but we want to talk about this atomizer too. So show us your new product, Umberto.
Okay, this is the No Forgiven. It's a new bottom feeder made in Italy, made in Torino.
Wait, hold on. Where is it made?
In Italy.
Where?
In Italy.
Not Greece. Right? Not Greece?
It's close.
It's close.
It's close.
But
not really
Greece.
the same.
But
South Europe.
Okay, so
South Europe.
All right, I just want to
gas.
make sure I heard that correctly. In Italy. Okay, good. Carry on. Good.
Okay. So this is made in cooperation with No Name Modder, and it's first of all, it's the first certified bottom feeder in the market, at least in Europe. And you know, bottom feeder world is getting more and more interesting because it's a specialty. You know, this is it's made you know, in CNC numerical control from the wall. You know, it's a sort of artisanal product, but made with industrial capabilities. Okay, bottom feeder means that, of course, most of people know, but let's explain that I have a bottle inside. I do a squonk, and I fill the RDA or the tank on top of on the box.
Right.
This one in peculiar has a DNA 75 chips inside, so we offer probably one of the best, probably the best chip in the market to get the best vaping sensation and be able to do the setting you want.
Right.
In terms of, there is a pretty novelty on this because we create a tank.
Now let's talk about this tank a little bit, because the tank, there's not a lot of 22 millimeter tanks out there that do mount to lung correctly.
Yeah.
Right? Almost like none in the 22.
There was a gap. There was a gap on this. The mount to lung is getting more and more popular again. I mean, even a lot of people, there was the time of the clouds. It's still time of the clouds, but people now know that when I feel much flavor, you know, it's coming back to the mount to lung. And this is especially, it's funny, of course, there are full of rebuildable bottom feeder tank in any size you want. Usually bottom feeder is typical to have very small tanks, you know,
right,
for a mount to lung, very quite tight path, you know. But this one is too lazy, we call it, because there is also a lot of people that is not able to rebuild, don't have time, don't have so much passion, but want a very nice, classy product like this. So this is with head coil.
Okay.
So a bottom feeder RDA with head coil, you know? There's a head coil. It's an avatar coil. We have.
That's an avatar coil?
That's an avatar coil. It's organic cotton coil. We have a 0.5, 1 OHM, 1.5 OHM. We have also a couple of coils for temperature control in TI40 and TI200. So there is all the range to satisfy every need. There is the cotton here. You just put a little of cotton here that go and to aerate the coil, and it's super easy, even for not professional builders, to to stand and to vape with amazing system on the bottom feeder.
Right. Okay. So who's distributing for you in the States? Where, like, if somebody in the United States wants
We
to
don't have an official exclusive distributor at the moment. We have a lot of contacts. We are now searching and evaluating who, especially we want a company that can understand this kind of category, understand this product, and I mean, underline this new philosophy. So there are a couple of good contacts. We hope to close and to offer this product in USA very soon.
Okay, and let's at least give your website.
Okay, website is www.puffcigarette.com.
Puffcigarette.com, ladies and gentlemen, and this bottom feeder, your new bottom feeder, and that atomizer that I'm very, very, very interested in. And next time, seriously, espresso machine, okay?
Absolutely, I will not forget it.
Promise?
Thank you very much.
Ciao, my friend.
Ciao, ciao,
Okay.
ciao, everybody.
Umberto, I literally watched that segment as I was editing it, and I had to make myself a cup of coffee. Now, it's not as good as the espresso that you usually make me, but you were a little lacking at this event here, so thank you, Umberto, and ciao. Now, he did gift me his bottom feeding device. Okay, you can see that right there. A little surprised at the name of this device, the No FCK Given. I would think that he would be a little bit above this. But anyway, this is a joint effort between Avatar, Umberto's company, and No Name. And that's the little No Name dripper or bottom feeding atomizer on top of it. All right, so there's that. There's Umberto. Bottom feeders. Bottom feeders were very, very popular. Like all over the place, especially in the modders gallery. A lot of bottom feeding squonking devices. As a matter of fact, I met these two gentlemen, and they were nice enough to gift me their little Galactica squonker, and there it is right there. Okay, this is the Umberto, the no kind of given. This is going to be a DNA 75. This is more of just a little mechanical squonker, and they gave me their atomizer as well. Here is their atomizer as well. And I'm looking forward to trying all this stuff. You know, I had a love affair with the Rio way back when. So, you know, now that I've got some new devices and some new atomizers, I'm looking forward to trying these out. You may have also noticed there a little bit of ball busting between me and Dimitri, because there were a lot of Greek modders there. And every time we were at a Greek modder, he would go, look, another Greek modder, look, another Greek modder. How many Italian modders have you met? Look, another Greek modder. So there was obviously a little bit of ball busting going on there, because he is very, very obviously Greek, and I am, of course, Italian by descent. Let's get back to it. Actually, before I get back into it, let me preface this next clip a little bit, because at shows like this, it's very, very cool to meet, to get to know, to joke around with some of the folks that are behind some of your favorite products, okay? Like in this next clip, I get to meet the guy who's behind what has become one of my favorite tanks, the Skyline. Okay, actually the Skyline, it's sitting on top of a top hat right now with a merciless drip tip from the ZFO. Just an absolutely gorgeous rig, but very, very cool to meet these people and have conversations with them and get to know them better, like I have in this next clip.
Ready when you are.
Phil, a little bit slow, okay? So I can understand you.
No, I'm going to go super fast. I'm going to go unbelievably fast. You're not going to catch a word that I'm saying.
Oh,
are you rolling?
Ready.
Do you have the microphone turned on?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Because I don't want to leave Germany and like have no audio. I'll hate you for
They're all in the center.
Okay, are you recording?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Hey folks, PBusardo from Stuttgart, Germany. I am with my friend Vasilis. Finally, I get to meet this guy because he has made one of my favorite tanks. This is literally one of my favorite tanks right now, the Skyline. And by the way, I just want you to know that after I shot the video, I had about 50 people tell me that I used that the wrong way.
Ah, okay.
So I know I used it the wrong way, okay? But it didn't come with any instructions. There were no instructions. How come there's no instructions?
Oh, now we have instructions.
Now we have instructions. Okay. Yeah.
Here.
Oh, look at that. Oh, and I bet you
English and German.
English and German.
Here you can see it all.
Okay.
How we extract
Oh,
the
and look,
edges.
it tells you how to use the tool now. Okay, good. Okay.
You want to take that to the hotel tonight for some extra studying time?
Oh, come on. Okay, so now I know how to use the tools. Thank you, everybody, for letting me know how to use the tool the right way. So tell us about the tank. Tell us about what you have coming out new. Tell us about some different options and features. Okay, talk to us about this tank.
Okay, I think Phil has talked about in
in the review of the tank, he talked about he mentioned about all the things we did. Here we have the new tank, the drop kit. All Skyliners will get a new drop kit, so it will be shorter.
Right.
Okay.
So the kit is going to be available. So this is the glass version.
This is a glass version.
This is the
a glass and stainless steel version.
Okay.
Here's with Ultem,
right.
But of course with glass too, you have the option.
Okay.
And this is a complete in one piece drip tip and the liquid controller.
It's all one piece
in
now.
One piece
to make it shorter.
Yes.
Okay.
It's shorter in one piece, and we will have it in black Ultem, in Ultem, in PC 1000, and in glass.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Cool.
Vasily, can you open up the cap so we can see how the drip tip is one part?
I can do that. I know how to do that.
I didn't know if you knew how to do that. If you needed directions.
I'm a pro with this. Okay. So here's the difference, right?
Yes.
The difference is this piece right here is basically all one piece now, and the mouthpiece is included. Right?
Exactly, and you catch up with a hexagon inside.
Yes, of course. That's why it actually works.
Yes.
So yeah, this is terrific. So the drop kits, they're going to be available for the version that I have. You're going to be able to buy this. Now, what's the capacity on this?
The capacity is 2 ml.
This is 2 ml.
This is
okay.
2 ml.
So I'm going to be able to buy this, the short, we'll call it the short version for mine. Now, are you going to be able to buy this as one piece?
As one piece, yes, in the near future.
In the near future.
Yes.
So what's the price of the drop kit going to be? Do we know?
The drop kit, I don't have the end price, but it will not be very expensive. I want that every Skyliner can get it for a normal price.
Okay, very, very cool. And where are these made? You're from where?
From Greece.
You're from Greece?
Yes, from Greece.
Okay.
Say that one more time, Phil. Where's he from?
He's from Greece.
Where? Where from?
From Greece.
Okay.
Yeah,
right,
okay. Yeah. We just shot with somebody from Italy, and I did the same thing to him. Okay. Yeah, that's how it goes.
Of course, the whole production is made in Greece.
Made in Greece?
In one of the very best CNC machine shops in Greece. They did very expensive and high quality things for dentists and all the things, and we produce that. Of course, the material is from Germany, the 316L stainless steel.
And the glass is special.
And the glass is special designed for us in Germany and made in Germany, because we need very low tolerances. We have a tolerance at the glass tanks 0.01 millimeter.
And do you have a distributor in the United States for these, or is
in the United States we don't have a distributor right now?
Okay.
But we will choose one.
Okay.
We will choose one.
You will choose one.
Yes.
But in the meantime, people can still get them from your website, right?
Of course, from the website.
Okay.
We send it with DHL.
Okay.
It is in under 24 hours there.
Okay, and give your website?
www.esmokeguru.com.
esmokeguru.com. Well, it is really, really good to meet you. Thank you for creating one of my favorite tanks, and lots of luck for you in the future, my friend. Thank you.
Hey, nothing to do kudos to the great guy. Come on, how are you doing? Alright guys, I'm here finally with the Steam Tuners guys, and guess what, Phil?
What?
They're from Greece.
No.
They're all from Greece.
It never ends. It really never ends.
So if you don't know who the Steam Tuner guys are, they're the ones that make these really nice aftermarket accessories. I'm a big fan of these. If you check my Instagram page, Vaping Greek, you'll see all the pictures that I posted for my K-Fun Mini V3, and of course the version 5 replacement tanks and the drip tips that they have. I'm here with one of the owners. This is George with Steam Tuners. Nice to finally meet you.
Nice meeting you.
I've known them for a very long time online, but first time to actually personally meet them. You've been known for the aftermarket accessories. You offer all kinds of stuff on your website on Steam Tuners, and you can ship all across the world. Exactly. But what is really exciting for your release this year is this new part that you have made for a very popular device, the Billet Box, right?
Yeah.
So tell us about this new part.
Actually, this is our first rebuildable atomizer, since we're well known for our accessories, as Dimitri says. Yes, the idea behind is that the Billet Box, last couple of years, it's a nice mod, very compact, and we're trying to find out something flavor built good inside. So since we started with K-Funs and stuff, and we're into flavor, we designed this small Addy that includes 2 chimneys, one for let's say restricted inhale that has a 3.3 mil hole and 4 mil air hole. It has a small chamber. The second batch is engraved right now. You can fit inside, as you see, quite a big coils inside. It wicks excellent till the last drop, like we say.
So you can see the 2 different types of chimneys, depending if you want a mouth to lung draw or a more open lung direct draw. Okay. And what's really interesting about this is, you know,
what's a more open lung direct draw?
It's basically a direct lung draw in Greek. Yeah, that's really it. But the billet box, obviously, a very, very popular device that's been out there, and there's a lot of replacement codes. You can use Aspire, BBC, and there's a couple other rebuildables that are on the market. But I think that people that are going to use this device mostly use it for the flavor, the convenience, and the stealth factor of it. So the fact that you can actually take it now and build your own coil inside is really unique. And of course the wicking, because you want to make sure that you utilize all the liquid that goes down into the tank. You don't want to have that liquid that's left up there. And this will utilize all the liquid down until the end, until you empty up the tank. So what is the price point of this atomizer?
It's 115 euros. It's equal to US dollars, I believe. It's more or less the same. Plus $18 for shipment worldwide. 2 days with DHL Express, so it's close to 130.
So about 130 bucks shipped anywhere in the United States. And also I heard that you have a tank that's coming out with the same.
Yeah, we're supposed to bring it with us, but the production delayed for the first proto, delayed for 1 day, so we couldn't have it with us. But through our group and through our Facebook page, you can see it's coming very soon.
Yeah, that'll be something from Mouth to Lung Vapors as well too. They're having a tank that's being built based on that same design with that same chimney. Something that me and Phil would be probably interested in taking a look at.
Absolutely.
Tell everybody the website if they're interested in getting this and any of the other products.
Of course, we're Steam Tuners. You can find our www.steamtuners.com and Facebook page the same. And we'll be glad to see you there, guys.
Yeah, really, really nice products. Check them out.
Thanks, guys.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you very much. Good to meet you. And thank you very much to the guys over there at Steam Tuners. They did gift me their brand new rebuildable atomizer for the billet box, and I am so excited. I am so excited to use this. The first thing that I'm going to need is a billet box. I don't have one yet.
Guess what, Phil? Another Greek modder. Can you believe that? Another Greek modder.
He's just doing it on purpose now.
He's just doing it on purpose now. He's just doing it on purpose now.
The lack of Italian modders here, but I'm here with Dimitri from M&M Vapors, and if you don't remember
Wait,
Dimitri...
hold on a second. His name is Dimitri?
Dimitri, yeah, imagine that.
You know, there was a problem when I went to Greece and I said, hey, Dimitri, the entire country turns around.
That's right. It's a very, very uncommon name. But if you don't remember Dimitri, obviously one of the makers of the Poldiac back in the day, he's been around for a very long time. And now keeping up with the times, we see some of the new devices that he has come up with. You know, this is one of the most popular devices that we've seen out there from a stab wood mod. And Dimitri, this is innovative because of the squeeze action, right? There is no button on the device as far as where you're going to fire it.
Exactly.
You just press the button, just kind of like the side trigger action. So no matter where you put it in your hand, it actually fires the device. You can adjust your wattage here. What kind of chip does these have in?
DNA 75.
DNA 75. And you prefer this chip? You prefer the DNA chip over the other chips that are out there? So it's really, really unique design. But what he's really proud of, right? He's really proud of is this piece here. And I don't know if a lot of people know out there how much work and innovation came behind this. But if you take out this door, you see that the controls for the button for the chip are hidden inside, and the fire button is hidden inside as well too. So in order to fire it, once again, you just press the handle. And any way that you have it positioned, you can actually press the handle and fire it up. Stainless steel tube inside with his signature on top. And what's beautiful about this is that you can take the cover out, and then you can find other covers, something that you're going to put on to match it up, make it look customized for your look. And then you can get your own drip tips to match everything. I mean, you can see that. That's a pretty nice setup right there. That's sexy. Finally, his newest piece, right? This is your newest piece. Talk a little bit about this. This is made out of Delrin, and this is actually a bottom feeder, 18650, and this one has the DNA 75 chip as well inside. And what's really unique is sort of the button placement here for the fire button. So you're going to pick up the device. My finger goes right to where the position of that button is. It's really interesting. So you squeeze, push the liquid upside to your atomizer, make your adjustments here, USB port to charge it, and just fire it like that. You can actually fire it with your index finger as well too. So if you prefer to use it like this, you can as well. Very, very nice piece. Will this be available in wood too, stabilized wood?
If the customer wishes to.
So if a customer wants to have this customized too, you can pick your own stab wood, and he'll make you one just like that for stabilized wood. The website is M&M Vapors. mmvapors.com.
Yeah.
What is the price for these?
For which one? Oh, this 320 for the Delrin one.
$320 for the Delrin version, as you see it, including the bottles. And then the squeezer?
The squeezer is $490.
$490. And then this piece here?
This starts from 500.
Starts at 500 and it goes up depending on what the customer wants and how customized they want to do it.
Exactly.
The more sexier, the more pricing, obviously. That's how it always goes with these high-end pieces.
Okay, thanks very much.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So we're with another Greek modder, huh?
Guess what? Another Greek modder, yeah. So I'm here with George and Stefan. They're from G-Prov. And if you don't know who G-Prov, they've been around for a very long time. All handmade devices. So I want you to take us first with the Paragon, right? This is one of the devices that is out there? Paradox.
Way to go. Way to mess it up, Dimitri.
Sorry. We'll edit that out. All right, this is the Paradox mod. Stefan, you want to talk a little bit about this?
Paradox mod, it's a hybrid wood mod. We use PCB wood coming from the States. We exclusively use that wood due to quality matters. It's all handmade, hand carved. We use here a DNA 75 chip, single 18650, spring loaded 510, everything made up to highest quality standards, as you can see, hand polished. What I love about the Paradox is the positioning of the fire button. So if you keep it in your hand, it's very thumb friendly, but also it's trigger friendly. Okay, so it's a mod you take in your hand and you don't want to let go. Compared to other mods, the prices we sell them for, you can check on the site, is approximately 30 to 40% lower than what you get similar products due to the Greek prices. So please order a lot of mods from us so we can have an extra portion of souvlaki and tzatziki. Okay?
That's right, because
Dimitri has a mod too that he likes to hold in his hand and not let go.
Well, I'm talking about this mod. I really like the form factor of this mod. Obviously, the buttons are done very nice. Tell us a little bit about the process here of creating this whole faceplate. It's all made of one piece, correct?
Yes, the faceplate is inlet, let into the mod. Of course, this is all done by hand. Also, the insertions for the holes and the buttons themselves. You hardly see them if you have the mod in your hand, and we put the trigger button, we put only outside a little bit so you feel it, so you don't have to look for it, because it's all made so smooth. We use a 12,000 grit at the end. We start at 3,000, and it's a 2 days process of polishing and grinding the mod to the shape it is.
I really like this form factor to me, and we were just talking about earlier, if you're going to spend a lot of money to get a high-end mod, you don't want to just buy a piece and just put it on the shelf and look at it. You actually want to use it. And that has a lot to do with the form factor. So when I test out stuff, I want to see how it sits in my hand. And I really like the way that this one sits. It's a little bit smaller, kind of like you feel you're used to holding something small in your hand.
Thank you.
So,
asshole.
But it's really, really nice in the hand. And finally, the Squonker box. George, you know, one thing that I like about G-Prov mods is they listen, right? So I saw them at a show in Paris a couple years ago, and we talked about the buttons and how I'm not a big fan of the tactile buttons. I'd like to see them integrate the same wood, and that's what they're doing now, and that's what they did exactly here on this piece. So George, this is all one piece of wood that you carve out to make the Squonker, right?
Yes, it's one piece of wood. Everything is handmade, faceplate, buttons, everything.
The production process is exactly the same. The brand of the wood is the same. If you can zoom on the buttons here, you will see again, it's all smooth inlet. As he said, it's made of one piece of wood. In comparison to the older models, he used to have two pieces and glue them together. What's also a novelty is how the squonk goes into the mod. We created this little cap which is 3D printed and pretty hard. And if you take it down the nose and you shift it in, it makes a simple click inside. Okay, so now Fat Daddy 510, mod maker, battery, DNA 75 inside. For me this time, the favorite mod in the G-Prof series.
I'm really impressed with the fire button and the control buttons, how they are made of wood and they kind of match. It's really impressive. Really nice.
And again, this is another, you know, when we talked to George about this, I said this would look really nice. And it's one thing to give him the idea, but to actually integrate it and make it look good, that's the sign of a good, talented modder. And I think that this looks really nice. One of the nicest pieces. So tell us where people can get more information and where the website is for all these devices.
Okay, we have a website, but of course we welcome you in George's Facebook group. It's G-Prof Mods and Stands. Look it up, G-Prof, G-P-R-O-V, and you're good to go.
All right.
Write us for any questions you have. Also, we give lifetime warranty on all the mods. So if something goes wrong, you just send it in and we fix it for free.
Terrific.
Oh, this guy, I'm going to hire this guy for my
Yeah,
PR guy.
really good.
Thank you, George. Good job, everybody. Good to see you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Phil. It was an honor to...
I'll get out of here. Thanks very much. Okay, so we're actually at the Amber Mods booth, and we're going to take a look at some Amber Mods because they're absolutely beautiful, okay? But I'm also with Mateos. Mateos, right?
Yeah.
And this is the guy behind the Hussar. Now, somebody like literally just last week got a hold of me and they said, Phil, you like Mount DeLong, you got to try the Hussar tank. And they actually contacted you, and you tracked me down at this show, right? Yeah. So we've got two kind of Hussars here. We've got the dripper or the bottom fat atomizer, right?
It's RDTA,
right? So okay, but this is the one that I'm really interested in because I'm more of a tank guy.
Yeah.
So walk us through this a little bit. Tell me a little bit about this tank right here.
Okay, actually it was in designing. This is our first product ever. When we met with Marek, who is actually the real card and the designer, we worked 8 months on this one, and the main idea was to get the closing system. We started from making the tube spin and close.
So it's just a quarter turn, open close.
Quarter turn, yeah, okay. Just to make it closing system, so we can work on your build. I had the Typhoon before, and when I saw the marketing, everything, I really thought that when you get the tank off, it stopped leaking. So the first thing I did a build in Typhoon. I loved it, but I wanted to see the, this option, and I spilled all my e-liquid, and that's how we started to make this idea actually, to turn the tube so you won't leak any liquid when you work on your build.
Okay.
So yeah, this was the main idea. Then we worked for 8 months. We made a prototype which was totally different to this one.
So let's take that off and let's show everybody the build deck on the inside.
Yeah, show us how you can see the build deck on the inside.
Yeah. Okay. This is the build deck. It's huge coil in here. And a pretty old Sebastian.
But let me see the tank section now. So you do have a nice reducer in there,
yeah.
And this is closed right now, yeah? Closed or open?
Yes, it's closed. It's normally when you just get the...
So this will still, you can hold this like this, and because it's closed, none of the liquid comes out, but you can still work on the build deck.
Yeah.
Right? Where are these being made?
Poland.
Poland.
We are from Poland. We're a Polish company. They're made in Poland.
So you guys are from Poland?
Yeah.
So finally, something other than Greek. Poland. And do you have any American distributors for these?
Vapinart is actually, we're working with Vapinart.
Vapinart.
Oh, Vapinart.
Vapinart,
okay.
Yeah, Larry.
Okay, how about your website for this? What is your website?
In Poland, we've got the DVD, and they actually said no advertising. We are too small to post them, so we had to shut down the website, actually. Okay. So we are working fully on Facebook right now.
Oh, on Facebook?
Yeah.
All right, give everybody your Facebook.
Facebook. Yeah, it's Hussar Vapes official group, or Hussar Vapes. There's a webpage and the group where everything is happening.
Okay, and I understand it correctly, you're going to be sending one of these tanks to me?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm really excited about this. I'm excited about anything Mount DeLong, and I'm excited about this one. So really, really cool tank, and I'm looking forward to giving it a shot. Thank you very much, my friend. It was good to meet you.
Good to meet you too. Thank you very much.
Isn't it your turn to be on camera now?
This one's
you
on
guys
you.
taking photos over there? How you doing? Oh, by Poland and like I don't even know how many bring. I mean, like, so this mod right here, back when I first saw this really caught my eye because this is something really different, really unique, right? But now this is your new, right?
Yeah, that's the newer device basically, which is the Optimus 18, and then we have a 26 version as well. Basically, what we are doing and what we are specifying, it's the handcrafting and javelry making. So that's why that's a handmade silver hammered, the gems button of the amber, the silver buttons, everything custom made.
So everything's custom on this. So this is obviously stabilized wood.
Yeah,
but this is all silver. This is real silver.
Yeah,
and we have gems in the control buttons.
Yes, we do.
And what board do these use?
This one is actually SXJ V2, and then we can put the decoders chips as well. If we'll have the demand for the DNA, sure we can do it. Yeah. Basically, the mods are done as per request, so the customer can choose what we will make with the mod.
Talk a little bit about the process of how a customer orders, with a block and all that.
Yeah, how about that? How do they go about doing it? How do they work with you to like build their mod?
Oh, I mean the main source of the communication is the Facebook.
Facebook?
Yeah, so then when it comes to this mod, then we are sending the blocks, the customer is choosing the wood that he wants. Okay. Then we are preparing the wood, then he's choosing the board, he might choose the finishing of the silver as well, and then we are crafting
so
the
you're really crafting the mod based on what they want, and they work with you through, so they're going to work with you through Facebook. You're going to pick your block, you're going to pick the look of your silver, you can even pick maybe the color of the jewels, yeah? And the board as well, yeah?
The board as well.
Okay, so everything is totally customizable. We got mechanicals too.
We have the mechanical, but basically this one is a good piece to show because it's a quite big piece of the stone. So the customers are often changing this, the amber to be the onyx or sapphire or ruby or tourmaline.
Did you just say ruby?
Ruby, yeah.
Ruby.
In Stuttgart.
Very cool.
And that's the example of the last custom mod we did. So
that's beautiful.
That's the design, the full process of designing. So the customer sent us the ideas of what he wants based on the picture or his drawings, I would say. Then I've drawn the design on the paper. Then we did the 3D modeling so we can see the final design because the paper doesn't really show the expression. So you need to have it.
So if somebody starts working with you on this device, about how long does it take to go from them working with you to the device actually in their hand?
If we are speaking about the more serial products like Optimus or Dropbox, then we mainly have few of them in stock ready.
Okay.
If we are speaking about creating such kind of a device, it's, to be honest, depends on the
amount of work,
on the
complexity,
the drawing process until we reach the design that customer wants. Okay. This one took around 6 months to reach the final product.
Wow.
So.
And what's the price on the Optimus?
The price on the Optimus is $650.
$650?
Okay. Yeah, it's everything is hand finished. It's just pre-shaped by CNC. We don't cut off the CNC.
Okay.
So this one is $650. This one are 1,000.
1,000?
1,100. This one, it's just the gold plated for the show. But the idea was to make it solid gold. So then the value of the gold was $3,500.
How much is this one?
If it will be solid gold,
okay,
we need to be ready with 5,000.
5,000. 5,000 if it was solid gold. If my wife is watching this, change the channel right now. Okay, thank you. So really, really awesome devices, really beautiful, and I wish you guys a lot of luck. Give that website one more time for Facebook.
It's the Amber Mods on Facebook.
Okay. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.
Say hi.
Hi. I know we can't show it, but we can show Eugene, right?
Yeah, absolutely we can. Yeah.
Just show Eugene.
I'm not going to lower the camera down.
Hide that.
Yeah, I'm not going to lower the camera down, but
so,
very exciting project though.
Very, very exciting. So Eugene, I don't know if you guys know, that is Fomesto, right? Well, look at him now.
All right, there he goes.
Say hi to everybody. I think he showed it. I think you might have
Slow down that frame.
So I'm with Patrick. Hello, Patrick. Patrick with Pipeline. I looked at the Pipeline tubes, right? I think they're probably one of the best tube mods out there right now, especially for temperature control. Now that we've lost Pro Vape, Pro Vape is no more. So you're pretty much like for high quality tubes, one of the few players out there at this point. It's pretty much you and nobody else, right?
Yeah, us together with Decodes.
Yep.
We work together building on these tubes.
Right.
And yeah.
So you have something new coming soon, right?
Yeah. It's this one. It's the Pipeline Pro 25. And this is gonna fit with the 2700 and 21700 batteries. So the 21700 batteries are coming like at the end of summer.
Right.
So, but right now everybody can start with this one.
Okay, so now this is going to fit both this one and the new 21700 that's coming out, right?
Exactly.
And that new 21700 battery, that's like the new hotness at this point, right? Like, a lot of people are talking about that battery.
It's an amazing battery. The 21700 is the battery that Tesla builds in their e-cars. So it's stronger than all batteries we have tested before.
Right.
We made the measurements, so even on high voltage, you know, it stays flat. It doesn't have these big cuts.
Right.
And I've tested this battery on my setup. Normally on a Pipeline Pro, I vape one day with one 18650.
Right. Which is about typical, right, for most people. The way we vape.
Mouth to lung. Yeah,
Right.
I wake up in the morning, I put a battery, and at night I load it. On this one, I vape 2 days, and when I went to bed, the battery was still on. You know?
Still going.
Yeah, so I think it could be 2.5 days. So it's almost 2.5 times longer than an 18650.
That's impressive.
And it's not really fat like 26.
No, it's not huge, yeah. I think that's really not that big, right?
It kind of reminds me of a Proveri, really.
A little bit like a Proveri,
the size is a Proveri. But what I really wanted to see is that the bottom cap that has a lot of innovation in it as well, too.
The bottom cap, the problem is we want to have this one on 75 watts because the battery can do it even more, but we need headroom.
Okay.
So we say 75.
Okay.
So it's real 75, not like one drag and then it's 60, you know?
Right.
And for that we needed a sprinkler system. And this is a, I don't know how to say in English, copper beryllium. And you have 16 points that go directly on the tube. So the current doesn't go through the
threading.
Right.
Yeah. So we made measurements. You have almost no loss. The loss you have, of course, you can measure it, but it's nothing.
Right.
And the chip, Phil? The chip
is the Decodes. The Decodes chip. Matter of fact, we just met the guys from Decodes, and we have photos, and the photos probably up on the screen right now.
Right.
So that's really cool. I'm excited about that product, and I'm excited about some of the products that he's got that are going to fit on top of that product.
Yeah, me too. And you can change the cone.
Right. So it does come with different cones, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to taper it down to a 22 millimeter or something, right?
Maybe I want to. If you look at an atomizer, it's always this shape.
Right.
And maybe I want to continue this shape.
Right.
The cones where you have where it looks like the 22 millimeter atomizer looks like it's part of the mod, you know?
Right.
So we're gonna try now, like 2 more weeks of different cones, and then we're gonna release it.
Okay. Now, will the additional cones, the tapered cones, are they going to be sold with the device or separate?
We don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
But I think we're gonna sell it with 2 cones.
Okay.
And then there's cones for every taste.
Okay.
So we can play around. We can play, you know. We can even add a brass cone on it.
So that's a tapered cone.
This is a cone on 24, so we can do things like this or things like this, you know. We will play around and we will see. I think the cone which will be with it will be a 23 millimeters.
Okay. Now you said this works with either the 2700 or the 21700. Do you have to have a different size body, or does it just work with both?
This one works with both.
It does.
So normal 2700 mods that I saw, they will be very tight on 21.
Okay.
But this one is specified on the new 21700 that's coming up next.
Okay, and when can we expect this from Pipeline?
When?
When will this be available?
In 2 weeks.
Oh, in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks. And
It's almost finished.
It's almost finished. And the price point?
We don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
This is at the end, the pricing.
Okay.
Because we don't know how many cones.
Got it.
So
Got
at
it.
the end, we will check it.
Patrick, it's really good to talk to you. It's good to see you again here in Germany.
Yeah, good to see you.
And I wish you the best of luck with the new product.
And maybe we're going to do DLC also. This is DLC. Do you know DLC?
I do not.
DLC is diamond-like carbon.
Diamond-like carbon.
So you can't scratch it. The metal destroys before the coating.
Really?
It's you don't know DLC?
I don't know DLC. I feel bad now that I don't know DLC.
You don't know everything, Phil. It's
He's
okay.
making me feel bad. I don't know DLC.
Oh, sorry. No, because in Germany the Corona DLC is very famous.
It's very famous. Okay.
And so people have it like 1 year, and there's no scratches.
No scratches.
But it's a very.
It's really nice looking. It's really nice.
We're gonna do 2 versions. It's the glossy and matte.
Okay.
So both, and maybe we're gonna do this for this one too, because you can't scratch it.
Really?
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the problems that we see in a lot of devices, right? You buy it, and then 2 weeks later, the paint is coming off of it, and it's chipping and it's scratching. So it's nice, especially when you're spending more money for a product, that you're going to get a finish that's going to last.
Yeah, of course. With DLC, it's more expensive.
DLC. Now I know what DLC is. Everybody else knows what. Dimitri, did you know what DLC is?
I thought it was tender loving care.
That's TLC.
Oh,
by the way.
okay.
Okay, very good. Patrick, thanks so much. Lots of luck with the new product. Cool.
All right, Phil, we're here with Manuel from J-Whale. We actually got to meet when we were in France. We got to go and visit the headquarters. A company that's always geared towards mouth to lung, trying to get people off smoking, and excited for their new product. This is the Gecko. I mean, look how sexy that is with a little carbon fiber body on the sides. So, Manuel, talk to us a little bit about the device in the tank and what was your thinking behind it?
Okay, this device we made for new vapors to help people quit smoking. Easy device, something with a nice shape, easy to carry.
Hold up a little higher.
Yeah, a little higher. Okay. Very big screen, easy to read. Only 2 buttons. Up, down, push, fire. Something easy. We wanted really a device for every day. So this, as you can see, really feels good in hand.
It's really nice. It's really good.
Really nice.
You've always been known for really good-looking devices, though.
We try.
Yeah.
I mean, the sex appeal, I think, from a device draws smokers to it as well, too. I mean, they have to perform well, don't get me wrong. But it's nice to see some devices that women can gravitate to, or people that are just looking for something to match with their outfit. And the other thing that I like about this, me and you talk about all the time, Phil, simple, right? Simple. No temperature control, no various coils.
Right.
One coil, you push the button and you vape and you get a satisfying vape. And this is very, very important for those that are getting started. But it's also very, very important for older people or people that just don't want to mess with temperature control or building.
Right.
Give them something so they can stay off cigarettes. Talk to us a little bit about the tank.
Okay, this tank, it's a 2 ml tank with a top coil, really easy.
Okay.
To change. Okay. And this product is made to vape for 20-25 watt. No need to go to 40. I mean, this works really great at 20 watt. So again, we want something easy. We are not looking to have big wattage, everyday use.
Right.
So yeah.
And let me tell you something, both me and Phil tested this out. We vaped on it yesterday. 2 thumbs up. As far as the draw is concerned, it's a true mouth-to-lung tank because the words mouth-to-lung are a little bit overused lately.
Yeah.
So before we say anything about this device or give it our guarantee, we definitely have to test it out to make sure that it's a true MTL tank, and this one really is.
Yeah.
Good job. Very nice.
What's the battery capacity here?
This one is 1800.
1800.
So yeah, it lasts a while.
That's a good. And I actually like the fact that that does not have temperature control.
I really do
temperature
too.
control can get very, very confusing, very, very difficult to work with, right?
Yeah.
And I like the fact that that one does not have that. Yeah. Very cool.
And we saw some other designs. They had a gold one.
Yeah.
I can't wait till these come out. Unfortunately, it looks like it was very, very big success here at the show. But
they're gone.
There's some really, really nice colors and matchups between the tank and the device as well, which I think is very important.
And then, well, you're going to send me the black and the gold
I
one?
will, definitely.
And I think finally, I'm going to review something from J-Lo.
Yeah,
I talked to you guys. I know, I will. And I promise you I will. And I'm excited to get that one. And do me a favor, Dimitri. Seriously, leave the thumbs up and thumbs down for me, okay? Let me do it. Let me do that.
I'm sorry. I get spending all this time with you is just kind of rubbing off on me.
What's the price point of this?
Okay, this one retail price is $69.
$69
for the full kit.
Okay.
One coil, the tank, the battery, everything you need to make.
Is that $69 US dollars?
US dollars, yeah.
Does J-Well have a distributor in the US?
We have a few vape shops carrying the product.
Okay.
You can order online also if you need, and we have a list of distributors I will provide you.
And give your website for everybody.
Yeah, the website is jwellstores.com, where you can order and see all of our products.
Okay, cool. And they made the music loud just in time for
I know, but let me tell you something. I highly recommend, especially now that we hear back in the United States that the vape shops are not doing very well. We can't get any new customers. Maybe we should rethink and start bringing products like this in there. So if you're a vape shop and you want to bring smokers into your stores, keep these in stock. These are the products that are going to help people quit smoking. So maybe we need to rethink our strategy as well too.
Manuel, thanks very much for talking to us. Lots of luck with the new product.
Thank you.
Thank
you very much.
Thank you.
So that's it. We're pretty much done with the product interviews. Got a couple more interviews coming up. I know this video is extremely long, but break it into 2 parts and enjoy it 2 nights instead of just 1. But Dimitri and I we busted balls a lot about the number of Greek modders that were there, but I did ask him a serious question. In his opinion, what did he think that was due to, and here's how he responded. So I actually want to ask you, this is like a serious question, okay? Because we have talked to a lot of like Greek modders today, okay? And there are definitely some Italian modders here, and I've talked to some Italian modders, but why do you think that is? Why do you think that
Well, the high-end scene started with Imio and the Golden Greek products, right? So we're talking about 2008, 2009 on ECF. There was only one real modder around, and that was Imio. And I think that when he started creating all these products, a lot of the guys in Greece actually would take his products and try to make them better. I mean, some of the early Odysseus versions that were out there, I've heard a couple of modders that started their modding career trying to make the Odysseus easier and better for people to vape. So I think that's what kind of set the trend in Greece. But the truth is that a lot of the good modders that are out there have started from Greece. Not only from an atomizer stand, obviously handcrafted wood and tubes. The Nemesis, if you remember, one of the best mechanical mods that came out, very innovative button. So we do have a lot of history, and I think a lot of the modders do respect the fact that kind of Imio set the stage for them. A lot of them have evolved, a lot of them have not evolved, but the ones that have evolved with the industry and seen what the demand is, and they can keep up with the industry, I think are very successful, and that's what we're seeing here. The trends that we see here, squonking is now the next big thing. We're seeing that the modders are responding to that, and everybody's coming out with a really nice device. If a single 18650 or now the 2700 battery that's coming out there will be the hottest thing, we'll see the modders shifting to that as well too. You have to keep up with what the people want.
I've talked to these gentlemen in Greek a little bit. Yeah, just tell them how wonderful I am in Greek.
Νομίζω ο PBusardo του λέμε ότι είναι και γαμώ τα παιδιά, αλλά είναι λίγο μαλάκας εδώ που τα λέμε μεταξύ μας. Αλλά εντάξει, δεν τρέχει. 2 thumbs up, PBusardo.
I don't trust a word he said. So that was actually a really good way to preface this next video clip in this next interview, because at this event I finally got to meet Imio. I think the last person that I need to meet is really Scott. I get you 69, and then my vaping life will be complete. So Emio's he's an interesting dude. He really is. You know, love him or hate him, I respect him. You can't help but respect the guy. That's the kind of person I am. I respect all of those who came before me, all of those who led the way, all of those who created the path, all of those who were responsible for where we are today, and Imio is definitely one of those guys. If you go back in my review history, I think the first product or the first rebuildable I ever looked at was the Odysseus, and I think this is Odysseus. It could be an Ithaca, I don't know. But anyway, and it was like the worst atomizer to like start with. There were like, you had to do resistance, no resistance joins, and the build was very, very complicated and difficult. I'm so glad things are much easier today. But let's go back in time and look at part 1 of that video, and it's really short. But you know, at this point, you got to understand, I am very, very overwhelmed with just the number of pieces and parts that are in this atomizer, especially with it being my first rebuildable. And here's how part 1 went.
Can I taste your juice?
But yeah, it was really good to meet Emio and to get to know him a little bit. He's the same guy in the videos, at least from my perspective. Sit down and have dinner with him, talk with him after dinner. It was really fun. And here's the interview.
What? Did you just say you're speaking Greek? I mean, it's bad enough I got Emio and Dimitri, but this was really a cool event for me because I finally got to meet somebody who's been in the industry for a long time, somebody who's influenced the industry in a really major way, and that is Mr. Emio. It was really cool to meet you finally, my friend.
My pleasure to be here.
Cool, your pleasure. Thanks, man. So I reviewed a lot of your products, some of your tanks and everything. What's your current tank out there right now?
It is a Dilemma Arm.
It's still the arm, right?
And it carries all the features you may know, like the center pins that you change to change the air that hits the coil, change the suite, the outside look of the atomizer, and all this without interfering with liquid. Other things is that I made different armors for a different look. You know, top refilling and the known stuff that GG Golden Greek has, like liquid control.
Yeah.
And
one of the things that I really liked about the Armed was the pin system. Okay, so you can change the diameter of the pin, but you don't have to take your coil out to do it.
Yeah.
Right, and that was really cool.
I made it like this because of a simple reason. If you change the air and you change the coil, you can't really test the same coil. It's impossible to make the same coil.
You can't.
So you can test the same coil and you can find out with what kind of air you like it. So you understand exactly what you need very quickly.
That was a really good idea. So what's next for Emio? What's the next for GG?
Next I'm planning, because I'm the same path with you, about the style of vaping. I want to make something that it will vape quickly, that it will allow you to make a big smoke, mouth to lung of course, big smoke with small inhales, like when we were smoking. Leakage of course has to be avoided, and to vape in low watts with small devices.
Right.
Okay. As we said before, we don't need a car battery in our bag to vape. It's
right. So, and that's something that you were talking about. You wanted a smaller device, but a device that you don't have to like heat up and take a big long puff, but just something that works more like a cigarette.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes. Exactly.
Right. And I think that's awesome. You have obviously, I mean, like, I think the first rebuildable review that I did was the Odysseus.
Really?
Yeah, I know. I started with like absolutely the worst atomizer you could possibly, because it was so complicated, right? But I mean, that's the first review that I did. So I mean, you've been around for a long time, and you've like really influenced a lot of guys, the high-end market in Greece. I mean, talk about that. I mean, you've been doing it for so long. How did it all start for you?
I started because, if you know the story with Trog, I had bought the screwdriver, if you remember Trog, and when I went to his site and asked him how you made, because I like to know things, how they are made, how you made the connector. Of course I have seen other people asking how you make the button, how you make the body, and he was answering. And then when I asked him how you make the connector, he told me, no, I can't tell you because it is a commercial product. I said, okay, it's a commercial product. If you don't want to tell me, don't tell me. But why you answer to other people that they are asking about button and all this stuff? He told me, I don't want to tell you because you Greek are thieves. Yes. I told him, hey, my friend Rob, you are thieves too. You have thieves in your country. But because I didn't like what you said, I will try to make a better device than you. And I made GGT as the first mechanical, and then the telescope and all this stuff.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. And for those of you who don't know, I mean, you just heard Trog, right? It was Trog, and it was a screwdriver, right? I mean, that in its day was a really popular device.
The best device on the
best device in the world.
Yeah. And of course, I inspired of this device. Well, I didn't start the first device by my own. I inspired of this device, but I didn't like, the electrical wires and all this stuff. So I made the mechanical style. The locking button, they are controlled and all this stuff.
So Dimitri, you being Greek, do you have any questions for Emil while we've got him here?
Yeah, the only thing that I want to ask Thanasis is that I talk to a lot of Greek modders, and whether they admit it publicly or not, they all always credit you for being the first that kind of led the revolution, and now there's so many good products coming out of Greece. So how do you feel about people that are actually crediting you for starting their careers with you?
I had the same reaction for the modders they came today. They told me exactly this. Thank you, because your spiders told stuff. I understand that they can't say such things on public. I understand it, really understand. It's not a problem for me, of course. What I like is if I inspire people, I don't like them to be known. I know, they know. It's okay. The Greek modders are great guys. They have one small thing they have to correct, to my opinion, not all of them. They have to look high without trying to push the others down. That's it.
Very
you
good.
understand?
That's a very good point. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. That's a very good point.
So, so you're talking about smaller devices, something that more simulates a cigarette. Can you explain this?
A lot of people are going to be mad about that. A lot of people want to get that. You know that, right?
It's a one of a kind, right?
Give it to me.
Yeah, it's a one of a kind.
This is a device, it is a Congestos. It is a GTS copy from a German guy. He made it fat. But my friend Stelios told me that, hey, my friend, here it says Congestos. No, it has to have a GG. So I made this tube.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, it was an absolute honor to meet you. It was really, I'm excited. I'm jazzed to meet you. Like I said, you've influenced the industry in a major way, and I really do hope you stick around and continue to make great products, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and I want to say that the influence on the industry is more with you, because you are the person that represents, you show the facts to the customer. If you do your job the right way, I think that you are more important than any modder around.
I appreciate that.
And you are really.
And to all of the huge Emil fans out there, whenever I say anything negative about an Emil product, just go back to this photo right here, okay? Just go back to this, okay? We're still friends.
I think there might be another Greek bromance being born over here. I don't know what's going on.
We can take a photo like this. We love Emil.
Really good to meet you. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank
you. So I'm actually editing this as I do these little break-ins here, and this may wind up being my longest video ever. And I hope you guys do appreciate the content and everything that goes into these videos. But another interview. And there he is. Oh, you saw him just a second ago. There he was. I had the opportunity to meet Todd of Todd's Reviews, Mark Todd. And he's got two first names, okay? And I think I called him by both names. And I really should just ask him what he prefers, like either Mark or Todd. I may have even asked him that in the past. But what a great guy. I was excited to meet him back when I met him originally in the UK. This event was different. This event, I really got to know him. We had breakfast together. We had dinner together. We spent some time together at the event itself, although we kind of went our separate ways. We did a Facebook Live with him from Dimitri's hotel room, which I think I truly believe he was terrified. I really do believe he was terrified. But what a great sport. What a great guy. It was good to sit down with him and to talk to him and to get to know him. And he's the guy in the videos. He's the guy in the shed. I mean, he really is. We have a lot of the same opinions about vaping, the direction of vaping, how we vape. So it was really cool, and he was such a great sport, because Dimitri and I, our humor and our shtick can be quite childish at times, and I will never change that, because that's who I am. But he really kind of went along with it, and if you're looking for that Facebook Live, I'm sure it's over on Dimitri's page. You might have to scroll down a little bit, but I did have the opportunity to sit down and talk with him a little bit at the show itself, and here's how that went.
Fancy meeting you here.
I figured since we took full advantage of you last night, we might as well take advantage of you today too.
I'm yours now.
How are you doing, Mark?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
We had a lot of fun with you last night. Well, not that much fun. I don't want anybody to think like anything freaky happened. We all did go back to our appropriate rooms.
We did.
But it was a good time. It was a good time. What are your thoughts on the show?
It's a very good show. Very well organized.
Yeah?
Very well organized.
I'm very impressed with that, how they're getting the number of people through the door as quickly as possible so that people don't have to wait that long outside.
Yeah, right. Definitely. I mean, they got thousands of people through that door so fast yesterday.
Tell us more about the shed. What made you start doing? First of all, it is good to hang out with you all the way here in Germany. You're a great guy. But tell us more about the shed. What's going on with that shed?
The shed is 6 by 12. It is very small, very small. My wife, I used to do reviews in the kitchen. 5 years ago I started in my kitchen, and then my wife bought me the shed and threw me out the house. And that's been it ever since.
Now, do you live in the shed, or does she let you in the house like to sleep and eat and stuff?
Only on weekends.
Only on weekends?
Weekends, yes.
Okay.
Trish, don't get any ideas, by the way.
Yeah, Trish, please, no shed. Okay?
Yeah, every leap year, that is. Sorry, not every, every leap year.
Now, I did hear it's a nice shed.
It's all insulated, heated,
obviously power.
All mod cons.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about air conditioning?
I live in Scotland.
No air conditioning required.
None. We just open the door. We open the door. That's air conditioning in Scotland.
Do you know what Dimitri is?
No.
Dimitri Agafiotis, I want you to meet Mark Dodd.
Hey, nice to meet you, Mark.
Nice to meet you, sir. Nice to meet you. I watched all your videos.
Yeah, I used to be YouTube famous.
Yeah. I have your picture in my special place.
Very sweet. Thank you very much.
Never really YouTube famous. Not really. I mean,
Todd used to comment on my videos, though. You know that?
Did he really?
Absolutely, he did.
Yeah.
Todd actually was the first person to use the term full Busardo, and I'm completely stealing that. I love that. The full Busardo. That's like the 1 hour long video. Yeah.
You have a half Busardo, half an hour, and a full Busardo, 1 hour.
Todd, you're known for a lot of the high-end reviews. Talk about some of that high-end stuff that you saw in the Modders Gallery.
The Modders Gallery here was the best I've seen at any expo. I mean, I've not been to many. I've not been to America or anything like that, but compared to the ones I've seen in the UK, like Vape Fest, Vape Expo, Vape Jam, this was tremendous.
It was a really, really good Modders Gallery.
Yeah.
You could spend a lot of money there.
I'm saying nothing.
Right, so, well, actually, Dimitri and I bought you a couple of really nice things.
Yes, yesterday.
And that's our story. We're sticking to it so that Mark can continue to spend the weekends inside the house. But what were some of the cooler things that you saw?
I mean, I met a lot of people that I've dealt with for over the years. Never met them in person, so this was the first time I've ever met them in person. But yeah, there's a lot of Greek.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that, Phil?
Yeah.
I knew it was
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Did you meet some Italian modders too?
I did, yes.
They were probably a lot nicer too, right?
Yeah, they're very nice. They took longer to get here, but very nice.
Are you taking any goodies home with you?
Yes, many. I'm now German.
Yep.
I'm now fully German.
Right. So oh, you're fully German now.
Fully German.
Yep.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, the menu in there is even still in German, right?
Yes. Yeah. Which is.
Do you know what chip it has in there?
He knows now.
Figure it out.
It was fun last night because we were talking to Mark. Like, I bought this really cool mod, and I'm like, what board does it have? And he's like, I don't know. And he's like, I saw this really cool mod. I was like, what board does it have? He's like, I don't know. I love that. I think that's really cool.
You went there, didn't you?
Yeah, of course I went there. Yeah. Because we're real normal people.
Yes.
I mean, we're not complete, like, I don't know everything about every product that's out there. It's impossible to anymore. It really is.
How many batteries do you have in your mod today?
Today I have, well, this is a single battery.
That's just as well.
So last night I was using the theory on it. I was showing people how to use 2 batteries, and I pulled the cover off, and I forgot to put the second battery in. And only had 1 battery. And he's laughing at me, but that's okay. See, I want people to know that. I want people to know that we're regular people. We're normal people. We make mistakes because you're going to make mistakes too along the way, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I want people to see my mistakes. I think it humanizes you.
Oh yes, very much.
Yep.
And you guys, have you enjoyed this event?
Very much.
Yeah.
Very much. Yeah. We did a little talk on stage yesterday. We're going to do another one today.
You guys are all going to be in the next video. Say hi. Very nice. Good to see you guys.
We've been around. We've shot a lot of video. We're actually going to head back to the. We're kind of shooting a lot of high-end stuff because I think people see, you know, especially in my videos, you know, some of the less expensive products, some of the Chinese product all the time. So it's nice to see the high-end stuff too.
Yeah.
Because there continues to be a market for it.
Oh yes, yes. I have one favor to ask.
Absolutely.
Will you be reviewing this?
Yes, I will.
Okay, I'll wait for your review.
No, don't wait, because I'm like backlogged. It might be at least a year before I get to it.
And the Typhoon BT3 will be out by the time Bill takes
without a doubt. No, but I will get to the Typhoon BT really soon. Now, that's not my style of tank, okay? So I'm really not going to be able to comment on performance and flavor a lot because that's not my wheelhouse, right?
Yeah.
But the reason why I do want to review something like that because it's innovative. It's different. I like different, right? And even though it's not my style of vaping, I do want to show that because it's different from everything else that's out there, right? And I would love to see them use that technology in like a Mount to London style, if it's possible, if it's even possible.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is definitely I would say that is the hot thing at the show. Would you agree?
Oh yes,
by far.
By far. There's been the queues were massive.
That means lines, by the way, lines, lines. So I talked to somebody yesterday that was in line or in queue for 3 hours before they got theirs. 3 hours. Wow. And they finally got one. I don't know if you heard, but I heard that they had 4,000 here.
Yes.
They ran out and they brought in another 4,000, and I don't know if there's any left or.
They're still selling them just now.
They're still selling them.
Yeah.
Is there still a crazy line over there?
It's not bad now, but there's still a line.
There's still a line. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know, so and it's so cool to see that again, right? Because we used to see that back in the day in the States with like Empire mods. We used to see that back in the day with like Hannah mods, right? And to see that excitement and that hype over a product with people willing to come and wait in line for 3 hours, it's really cool to see that again. Whether or not it's a direct lug or a mouth lug, it doesn't matter. It's cool to see that. Right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So you got one, Dimitri's got one, I got one. Well, I'll be showing it on camera. We actually recorded with them yesterday, so if you're watching this video, you're seeing that already. But I'll go ahead and play around with it too and do a full review on it. And I'm sure you'll do one too.
I'll wait. Was it Oliver? Can you remember? Oliver, the guy that...
Ollie did.
Yeah. Nice guy.
Yeah, really. They were all cool. Everybody has been super cool.
Yes.
Any final words?
Yeah, if you're going to buy a BT, if you have a DNA 75, forget it.
I would agree. Yeah. It's definitely a power. So we were talking about it last night, and it was really it's a power hungry and liquid hungry device.
Very much so.
Yeah,
very much so.
I mean, you're looking at 80 watts or up to run this thing, and you're looking at about 3 to 5 mil just to prime it, not even fill it, just to prime it, right? Yeah. So the liquid companies are going to love it, and the high wattage devices companies are going to love it too, right?
Yeah, totally. But I've had a great time with these guys. They're crazy guys. But it's been a pleasure to catch up and chew the fat. It's been great.
Absolutely. It's been a lot of fun. All right, so we're Dimitri's gonna you're gonna record for us down there till we head back to the Modders Gallery, do some more shooting.
Sure.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks,
guys. Bye.
So yeah, oh, there he is on the screen again, and that wasn't planned. Great guy, really good hanging out with him. I think we might both be together again at Vape Expo in Paris. Okay, so hopefully that'll happen, and I look forward to spending more time with Mark with Mark, with that guy. All right, so here's how we're gonna wrap up this video. We've got one more interview to do. You're going to see the little closing logo, and then I'm going to walk you through the Modders Gallery in case you want to see like all the stands that were there and just get some like Vapor's eye candy. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Now this last interview is with the man himself, Ira, the guy who coordinated this whole event, put the whole event together, and was responsible for the event. So before we get to that interview, I just want to thank you sincerely, Ira, all of the people responsible for the Hall of Vape, to Inikin for allowing us to make their booth kind of our home base, all of the folks who came up to us and said hello and took pictures with us. You know, you guys got to understand that I am extremely appreciative for the opportunities that vaping has given to me. And you know, I understand that it is because of you guys who watch the videos that I've been given these opportunities. I am forever grateful. believe that, okay? So to Germany, thank you guys so very much for the hospitality, for the warm welcome, and for making us feel at home in Germany, okay? So here come the last interviews, and then, like I said, the little closing logo, and then if you want to stick around, I'm going to walk you through all of the Modders Gallery, and we'll take a look at some more vape eye candy, okay? So that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.
Amazing event, my friend. Dimitri, who are we sitting with right now?
We're sitting with Ira. He's the organizer of the Hall of Vape right here in Stuttgart, Germany, second year.
Stuttgart.
And I actually got to meet Ira a couple years ago at one of the events when he first decided to start putting on an event. He put a lot of groundwork, went to other events, talked to a lot of people, did a lot of networking, and actually he took a lot of the ideas or saw what was wrong with other events and tried to improve it for your event here, right?
Exactly, that's the way.
So tell us, how did this event go here compared to what you did last year?
The event went very well. It's double the size from last year. We have 15,000 people nearly in Stuttgart on both days. Last year we were at 7,700 people. It was amazing. The first day was awesome. The hall was full. The exhibitors are happy. Everything went very
good. I think it was really well run, really well organized. I've been telling people all day long that I was really impressed with how you were able to get that many people through the doors that quickly.
Yes, we talked a lot of couple of days about the system, how we will enter this mess. We knew it from last year. We had 2,000 people in front of the door, and we managed it in 30 minutes to get them in. Yesterday there were 4,000 or 5,000 people. I don't know how many people were outside the doors. We managed it in 1 hour 15 to have them inside the hall.
It's unbelievable.
And you probably have heard this multiple times in this particular video, but I was just amazed to see just the sheer amount of people that was here yesterday. I mean, at one point we couldn't even walk between the booths to go out. We just had to sit down in the corner, and it's nice to see that again. Do you think that has a lot to do, obviously, with the location? There's a lot of German vapors, a lot of passionate vapors, but the fact that there's not an event every weekend here, you know, so everybody kind of looks forward to it.
Yes, the German vape scene is growing a lot, and the Germans are very hungry, and I saw that, I noticed that, and I thought, okay, we have to do something here. We grow a lot. It has something also to do with the infrastructure in Stuttgart. The exhibition convention center is directly at the airport. We have the highway here, the A8. We have really the perfect infrastructure, professional convention team here. Messe Stuttgart is awesome, doing a great job. We work very close together and they support me a lot. Even it's a difficult team, it's about vaping, it's about smoking somehow for them in their eyes.
Yeah.
It's difficult to get their trust, but somehow we managed it the last 2 years, and I have their support now.
And really, I mean, it was flawless, to be honest with you. We didn't see any issues at all, and everything was ran very smooth, and I know you worked very hard this weekend. You're looking forward to some rest, but just because you rest doesn't mean we're not going to do it again next year, or maybe do you see taking your event to other countries as well too? I mean, I'd love to see something like this in my home country of Greece.
Greece is also my home country.
Yeah.
It's also a big dream, maybe a future thing, but yes, indeed I plan to do something next year, and maybe in May, the same weekend, the first May weekend. 5-6 May is something we talked about with my wife for next year. So nothing fixed. We will talk about it, and maybe bigger. I have a lot of requests from all over Europe, from all over the world. This show was important for us here in Germany. There was no trust in it in Germany, in the German vape scene until now. And I hope this will change now a little bit.
It was literally packed. There was vendors lining up to get booths, and they just couldn't get it. The whole exhibition hall was sold out.
And I want to ask, so I mean, there's obviously a ton of planning that goes into an event like this, right?
Yes.
So what's it like when the door? So all of this planning, and it leads up to the event day.
Yes.
And then the doors open up, and all of a sudden there's thousands of people walking through the doors. What does that feel like? And does it make you nervous? It's like almost like it's out of your hands at that point. And you're
Yes, you are nervous because you don't know how you will handle the mass. You have a system, you have a plan, but the practice is another thing. So of course you are very nervous. I'm very nervous. Don't sleep a lot at the night. But after the first 2 hours, when the mass was in the hall, I I relaxed a little bit, was fine.
Were there any fires? Did you have to like run around and with issues, or were there any issues or problems with it, or did everything go smooth?
We had 2 girls, 2 ladies outside the hall from the waiting. They fall down, but no problems. Everything was fine.
Okay.
And the internet was very slow because you have 9,000 people trying to get an attack on the internet. It's just impossible to.
And Dimitri's like a girl. He needs to be on the internet all the time, so it's really bad.
But listen, if you're a vendor, you really need to contact. What is the website that people can get on top and get some more information for your next event?
It's www.thehallofvape.com.
Thehallofvape.com. If you're a vendor, especially if you specialize, we saw a lot of really nice modders and a lot of like specialized equipment. You need to get on the list from now and contact them to be here on the next show. It's definitely worth it from a business standpoint. It was definitely a lot of fun for us as vapors.
I don't think there's a vendor in here that wasn't like wildly impressed with the amount of people that came through here. Yeah. So congratulations on a really good show.
Thank you very much.
And thank you very much for having us as well.
Thank you. I want to say thank you to you, Phil, and to you, Dimitris. Big honor, big pleasure for us to have you here. The Germans loves you. I knew that, and that's why I asked you please to come.
Thanks for having us. Yeah.
Thanks. And lots of luck on the next show.
Next year.
All right. Terrific. Thanks.
Thanks. Great.
Can I taste your juice?
All right. So this is the Modders Gallery here. You guys. How you doing?
Hey! How are you? Yeah, that's my little magic cube.
Beautiful. Hey guys, how are you?
Thank you. And you?
Good.
The Steve Critter guy. I mean, I've known him, but this is the first time I meet him.
All right, go ahead, say that again.
This is the first time I actually physically get to meet him, but I've used their products. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've used their products all the time. That K-Fun tank I have in for the K-Fun 3, I broke mine, but I'm going to get one here today. But they have a really nice K-Fun replacement tank for this.
Hello.
Hi. How you doing?
Hey.
This is our new box.
That one right there?
V1 Medium passt da dabei. Was kostet? Hier auch nicht. Sparkle.
E togliere riesce, mentre no.
Hello. Hello. Fun. How you doing?
Hello.
What's going on, guys? How are you doing?
Good morning, Phil.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Beautiful show.
Yeah, it is.
Really, really nice show.
I almost forgot to say hello to Chris and my friends from StatQuam, the Squape guys. Sorry.
Hello, Squape guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, America. Hello, America.